Hey there, Chris here. It is October 29th, 2014, and I've just been thinking about a few things lately, so I thought I would make a little video just to kind of put it out there. Some of the differences, I guess, between being female or male, or just some things that are maybe different now. Being seen as male and feeling more male, and just kind of how all that is for me. For example, tonight I was walking in more downtown area of a place I haven't been before, and it's dark out, nighttime, and as a female, I guess I would have been, I don't want to say a little bit more scared because I don't think scared is really the right word, but maybe just a little bit more cautious or timid, like you have your guard up a little bit. Because definitely there's just things that could happen to a female walking down the street, and as a male walking down the street at night, it's just really weird how just I don't know, like all of a sudden, I can't even say that I would have been worried one bit. I think confidence has a lot to do with it, but I also think just being male has a lot to do with it. I mean, if somebody's gonna jump me for the $0 I have in my wallet, go for it, but there's a lot more that could happen to a female walking down the street. So I just think it's really interesting now how that little bit of perception has changed, or I mean, even just inside of me, how the feelings about walking alone in an unknown area in the dark has changed for me just by being male. So I think that's really, really interesting. I've been thinking a little bit more just about like I really do wonder like what people see or think when they see me. I mean, I guess like at work they just see a guy nurse, and I get it. Like every shift I work now, somebody like a family member or a parent makes a comment about me being a male nurse, which is awesome. It's just so different. And at work the other day, I have all these conversations with my coworkers, these rather personal conversations, and they've all seen me through this transition, and I wonder for the next place that I work or coworkers that I meet down the line, like, are we gonna have this sort of bond? Like, do men and women have that sort of relationship where they can talk about their home lives and their relationships and I guess more intimate like girlfriend details, and we share those things, but I just wonder like as a male to a female, like, will we still have those same relationships that we have? So I guess that's just one thing that I've been thinking about that will be interesting to see as time goes on is how do my relationships with my female coworkers, because predominantly they are all going to be female. And so I'm curious to see down the road how some of those, may or may not change. One of the other things that I've just been thinking a lot about is just the fact that I'm having to like, learn how men do things. I was not socialized as a male. I was not raised as a male. So the way that a female is raised and the way that a male is raised is just very different. So it's like guys, they do have like this weird, I guess you could say, like bro thing, like, it's like what's up man to like every guy, and so it's really weird sometimes to be with other biological males and just to see how they interact and how that is different from anything that I've ever done before. Like at work there was Well, I had one dad, and he was just like, we were instantly like, "What's up, man?" and "How's it going?" and just like that kind of stuff. And then there was like another dad the other day. It was like he looked at me, and it was like he was like expecting like this like head nod thing, like bikers do. They'll all wave at the other bikers, but like if you never rode a bike or never saw a biker before, like how would you know what to do? And you don't. And I don't sometimes. So it's just really, really interesting, like learning all of these socialization things that men do. It's really funny too because I went and saw a movie tonight by myself, and I think the last time I went and saw a movie by myself was, I don't know, probably like 4 months ago or something. And it was like a really big theater, and it was pretty crowded, and I really didn't mind being by myself. And this was a really, really small theater. It's a small town that I'm in right now. And, there was like 8 people. I probably made the ninth person in there. And it's interesting because I'm thinking, oh man, these people are probably like, who is that weird guy who came to see a chick flick by himself? And so it's just really, really interesting. Like all of these things, you know, that I don't know, that make up me, that are probably so different from like a biological male. And so it's fun, like learning all these things. And I'm just really I'm enjoying the journey and just seeing all these things. But some of it is just really interesting when I kind of sit down and think about some of the things that are different now, um, that from before. So I don't know. Those are just a few things like right off the top of my head, um, that I just wanted to share. So that's it for now. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alright, so I was going to make a quick little PS. I was driving today and I was speeding and I got pulled over. And so the officer came to my window, and on my driver's license, it does have my birth name, but it does say male. So I gave him my license. I was having a hell of a time pulling up my frickin' uh, insurance card on my phone because we don't carry paper anything with us anymore. And he went back and ran everything. And then after quite a while, he came back and he was just like, "Hey, man, I'm going to give you a warning today, but slow it down." And I was like, okay, because I totally expected to get a ticket. I was doing 12 over the speed limit on an interstate, and I certainly deserved to get a ticket. I mean, I wasn't even going to argue. And I seriously felt like that was like a total gender thing. I have gotten pulled over way too many times, and I've never, ever gotten out of a speeding ticket. My last speeding ticket was 4 years ago, and I just feel like, I don't know, as a, more butch, I guess, woman, I don't know. I never got out of a ticket. And then today he's like, "Hey, man," and I just got a warning. I just have a really hard time believing that that's not based on gender. So this whole thing just feels like this huge social experiment to me, and it's just really ridiculous. So I thought that I would share and be a part of my PS for my social changes. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.